So you've been thinking about starting using flashcards and you're not really sure how to get started. Well, I have my fun little PDF that I made. You can see it in the link below this video. I have printed it out, and today I'm going to walk you through how to get started with flashcards for weight loss quickly using the download. Print them out, cut them out, you're done, right? Hey guys, Corinne here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then I help people lose weight by fixing their mindset and healthy habits using flashcards. All right, I myself have lost 70 pounds using this same process I'm teaching in here. And today I wanted to show you how to use the free card guide that I have linked in my description on my website. Okay, so to start off, right, you don't need to print this whole thing out. All right, so there's a couple pages in the beginning of like the cover. There's something about like my story. There's this one like how to use them. What you care about is when you start getting to these pages. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna just print them all out. I suggest printing out this empty one like a couple times. All right, so you can make some of your own flashcards, right? But all you're gonna do, like I said, print them out. Okay, you could print them out. You want to do it single, one-sided, right? Not double-sided. And then you could use, like, I use sometimes like papers that came home from school where I'll print on the other side of them to just sort of save some paper. And the other thing you could also do if you don't have a printer is just run to Walmart or something, get a pack of flashcards, and then you could just handwrite everything that's in the PDF, like on the flashcard yourself, okay? So, like I said, after you have them printed out, we're literally just old school here, cutting them out, right? I cut mine with 2 stacked on top of each other to just make life easier. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about like, oh my gosh, are my lines perfectly straight or anything like that. You can probably even go like really crazy and stack them like 4 on top if you really wanted to just get through this quickly. Or like a paper cutter might be great too if you have one of those. You just want to make sure that if you stack them, you don't mess up and cut them like on the wrong line, because I've totally done that before, which is why sometimes I just use scrap paper, because then I don't feel bad if I have to reprint something. Okay, almost done. Okay, so what did that take? We're at like 4 minutes right now for this video, and I was talking, right? So now I have all my little cards, okay? And you literally just read it, right? And you just flip through them. And then you're gonna have a couple blanks, so you can just make some of your own, okay? So based off of like what you're struggling with, what you have a hard time with sticking to your you know, your goals, sticking to your weight loss, sticking to your plan, sticking to your healthy habits, right? You just have to make your own for those ones. So if you go through, right, and you just literally, you read it and then you flip it, and then you read it and you flip it, read it and flip it, right? I know it sounds so silly because it's like so easy, but you just have to go through the process of doing it. And as time goes on, of you spending the time just to do these a little bit every day, then the next time you have a craving for something, the next time you're feeling like the 3 o'clock slump where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go get like a piece of cake or a cookie from the pantry or something, this will all of a sudden pop in your head and be like, no, it's not worth it to me, that cookie, I'd rather be thin. Like, it's crazy how after the repetition of reading these for so long that you're like, is this even working? And then all of a sudden you like, your subconscious remembers it. I think the best way I could probably describe it is like if you were just sitting and listening to like maybe Spanish on tape or something, and you're like, am I even absorbing any of this information? And then all of a sudden you're out and about and someone starts speaking Spanish and you know exactly what they're saying. So that's like the cool light bulb that happens with this, and why you have to stick to it, because you don't know how long it will take, you know, for the cards to start like seeping in, right? Where then all of a sudden it becomes like muscle memory, and then you have that moment, and then you remember your card instead of your usual thought process. It's crazy. All right, so it's super simple. I don't overcomplicate it. I think that's probably the biggest thing is people are like, this should be harder. It doesn't need to be, right? It really honestly doesn't need to be. So print them out, cut them out, start reading, and before you know it, you'll start replacing some of those old thought patterns with new ones, and you'll start developing those healthy habits. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.